Hello everybody, my name is Persitis, and welcome back to New World. Although I don't know if welcome back is really the right term to be saying here, considering that if you've watched New World like at all, you probably don't recognize this. And that's okay, because you probably know that by the title of this video, that this is a new season of New World, brand new everything, starting from scratch. If you watch my channel at all, you probably know that most of my New World episodes have become few and far between. I used to do them a lot when I started YouTube, but recently I got the urge to play just normal survival Minecraft again, and since I didn't really want to go back on the other New World, I figured, why not just make a new one? Similar to the first season of New World, I already have a little bit of stuff started, not as much as I did the first time around, but I have collected just a few items to get us started, because quite honestly, I didn't really feel like recording the beginning of me getting into this. Just kind of wanted to do it naturally, you know? But regardless, we didn't get that much stuff, so that leads us to our main goals for today. And that being, I want some stuff. I want some tools, armor, all that jazz. So that is our plan for today. Or at least that was the plan before disaster struck. Now again, if you've watched any of my other videos, you might know that me getting sick is a thing that happens to me very, very frequently. And I very often record while I'm sick. But this time, I just couldn't do it. My chest cold that left me unable to talk for a very long time turned into pneumonia. So I came up with a solution. I was going to go mining and get all the stuff that I wanted, but I wasn't going to record my voice and I was just going to dub it over when I was done. Which in most cases sounds like it might be more boring, but I actually kind of like the fact that I did that because I got to do a lot of fancy editing. So anyways, TLDR, I logged on for 3 days, went mining each day, and here is the recap of what happened in each day. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Coming into day one, I had 3 goals: iron, copper, and coal. None of which being very useful items late game, aside from maybe iron, but early game is a different story. Obviously, you need coal for things like food and just smelting literally anything, so that was a must. And then copper, I had already gathered a good amount of, but I figured that since it was what I was coming into the cave with, that I may as well get some more in case I wanted things like backup tools or whatever. The obvious first place to go was the nearby cave that I literally put all of my stuff right next to, but when I dug down in that, it turned out to be kind of a dead end, but since I was too lazy to go up and find literally any of the other caves nearby, I just started digging down, which actually seems to be the good option here because I eventually, and by eventually I mean very quickly, ran into this cave, which might have been a ravine too, I don't really know. But I found that, and since I was at the top, I spent a painstaking amount of time making a good stairways down. I found a little bit of iron, not a lot, and then what I did find that was interesting was the deep dark, to which I made a little bookmark in my brain to come back to for another video. I started to light up the cave, but by the time that I got down there, a bunch of mobs had already spawned, so I just ended up going back up, took my little bit of iron, and left, and called it a day. On day 2, we made a lot more progress in terms of actually getting materials. I went back into the cave, all the mobs now despawned, and lit it up more, finding a ton of iron. By a ton, I mean a ton of iron, along with a good amount of copper and coal, which was what our goal was here. Not really much else to say here, aside from this is the day that I got most of the materials that I have now. This day, it was mostly just a lot of exploration, a lot of trying not to die, but coming very close, and collecting all the materials the cave had to offer. And then finally on day 3, I decided to go to a different cave because on day 2, as I already said, I got most of the materials that were in that cave, and going any deeper would have gotten me into the deep dark. So I decided to go to another nearby cave to see what I can get in there. I managed to get some light iron just off of the surface of the cave, but what I did find that was interesting was not just another deep dark, but a deep dark that had an ancient city. And so once I found that, I decided to cross the deep dark and the other cave off of my list and decided that whatever episode I make about the deep dark, it's going in here because ancient cities tend to have a lot more materials than just normal deep darks. Anyways, this day was mostly more just about exploring a nearby area and seeing what was up, but I think the real treasure here was finding out that there was an ancient city more than anything else. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that because I sure as hell did not have the energy to do anything else while I was sick. Anyways, before we get the video wrapped up, there's still a couple things I want to do. Firstly, I want to get some of this iron smelted up so we can actually use it to make materials. Let's just pop that in there. And then while we wait for that, I actually want to make a farm for food because the entire time I've spent on the server, I've just been getting my food from killing the nearby animals, which is fine at the beginning of the game, But for later in the game, it doesn't become a very viable food source long term anyways. So I'll just grab a couple of these and turn some of that into this bucket, which I almost forgot. God, where even is the closest water? Oh, there it is. There we go. Take this and put it in here for an infinite water source. Start doing some of this. Now we just gotta get some seeds up in here. I don't have many, so I'll just plant a couple for now. Also might make a composter. Okay, you need all slabs. Get a couple more of these up in here. Make this. Just throw this like right there for now. It's not the prettiest right now, but I'm sure once this grows in and we can get more seeds to put over there, then everything will be fine. Hypothetically, I could get more seeds just from breaking grass, but I'm kind of lazy and don't want to do that, so we're just gonna wait. And all of our iron is now smelted, which means that we can make some armor. Helmet, chest plate, pants, and boots. Also make an axe. What else do I use? I don't really use a sword, I mostly use axe for fighting. Pickaxe. I almost forgot about the pickaxe. Don't mind my inventory, it's a mess, but whatever. Anyways, I apologize for the short video. As we already established, I was sick and could not do much, so I hope you guys enjoyed the little crumbs that this video gave you. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, do all the things that YouTubers tell you to do. Oh, the Renaissance Men are here, and yeah, bye!